My first approach to Creative Avenue was for brochure design and basic artwork for packaging or new products. Creative Avenue have become a very key part to my business now. We've developed much more from using them as just an artwork-based company. They now actually handle areas of our marketing, they take care of our branding. They actually have become a big asset to Midwest Ribbons. They understand my business thoroughly. They've had the opportunity over 5 years to develop this relationship, and I'm very much reliant on Creative Avenue now. So if I have an idea or a project I want to do, I don't go see Creative Avenue for a price, I actually go to discuss the idea and the concept. I found that Creative Avenue did actually a lot of research into my customers, my marketplaces, and whatever objective I went with, that was turned on its head and examined from many angles before they came back to deliver a package to me. When we talk about the finished product, if we talk about actual product itself, the design, the strength, the branding, the ability to extend the range without having to redesign, I think is very clever. But more than that, Creative Avenue actually do web work for me as well now, so their concept and understanding of that also delivers a very good finished package. To be quite frank, I don't think I had a brand before coming across Creative Avenue. I actually had a varied amount of product, and it didn't happen in the first year, but after a year or two, I think when Creative Avenue felt the time was right, they started to educate me towards branding my product. My brands, I have to say, are gaining strength in the industry year in, year out now, and I'm delighted to carry two such strong brands. They have given me so much more than just that of what I've gone to them for. My understanding of brand and marketing and advertising and everything that maybe my business lacked 5 years ago, I'm right up to speed with, and I do attribute a lot of the success of Midwest now to the direction that Creative Avenue have led me. The contact's key for what Creative Avenue offer me, because I've been led into areas that I know very little about, and therefore having the support that Creative Avenue offer me, both via phones, personal meetings, emails, is very important, and they've also been able to take that opportunity to educate me and explain everything as we go forward. They've worked round the clock to endeavour to hit deadlines for brochure launch, for exhibition dates, everything. I've never been let down once by them. What I can say is that my business has grown year on year out in a very tough, oversubscribed industry, and the business that we have today is not the business it was 5 years ago before I met Creative Avenue. So on that basis, I have to attribute a lot of success that Midwest Ribbons has had over the 5 years to the journey that we've been on together. My business has all of a sudden been looked at seriously. We've been in business for many, many years, but I would say in the last 2-3 years, people have started to want to stock a Midwest product, not necessarily stocking it because we try and sell it. Creative Avenue take a very personal approach to your business. They really get to understand your business. What I've noticed is they don't just deliver what you ask for, they listen to what you want. They then go away, turn it on its head, look at the areas and the angles, and in order to make that successful, what else do we need to back that up with? And yeah, they've been a good support through everything we've asked them for. We've had quite a lot of experience with other agencies, and what I feel we get from Creative Avenue is that is much more above that of what's delivered from other like type agencies. They take a very personal interest in your business. When you go with an idea or a project, they don't just accept it at face value as you've delivered it. They will break your idea down, look at your marketplace and rebuild it, and then maybe spend the time coming back to discuss changes to your idea, changes that they feel would be beneficial. And what I've learned is by listening to people and taking your own ideas, eventually you actually create the right package. So they just put a lot more personal service into what they deliver. If you have limited knowledge and want to further your knowledge, then somebody like Creative Avenue can actually lead you in the right direction. And over the years, that is exactly what they've done for us. We spend more and more each year with them, and in return our business gains from strength to strength. And it really has become like a partnership now between the two of us. I would have to say that I would rate them a 10 out of 10. Now, that doesn't mean that they will be the cheapest company you come across, but I've learned in business, as I have in life, that you get what you pay for. And I would much sooner spend my money with Creative Avenue than I would any other agency in the similar industry. I've never ended with a bad product. I've never ended with a bad design. I've never experienced bad service. I've never been let down. If anything, I have Creative Avenue have exceeded my expectations and educated me in an area of my business that I knew very little about. I've always considered myself to be a good businessman, but what I didn't realise was how tunnel-visioned and encaptured in my marketplace I was. They've given me the ability to make me realise the marketplaces out there are as easy to tap into as your current marketplace, not to be afraid of changing my business ethos, because all businesses need to do that occasionally. And yeah, they've been an inspiring guide to me, to be honest. We have been able to now stand up and be counted. We've been able to get focused. We've been able to deliver a better level of service. In fact, every area of my business, I would say, has improved some way through the influence of Creative Avenue. They've just given me the ability to look outside the box that I'm in, which I feel many businesses are in and get complacent in and get trapped in. My business decisions going forward, yeah, they're definitely through a different set of eyes than what they were 5 years ago. And I feel a lot more confident in the decisions I make because I know I'm supported by Creative Avenue. Anybody that was serious about staying in business or progressing their business or bettering their business, I would definitely tell them to go see Creative Avenue. Although I have a good business and it was successful prior to meeting Martin, the way the industry's gone in the last 5 years, I almost feel like it was a blessing meeting Creative Avenue, because now I'm ready to take on the industry in hard times, let's say. It's a tough marketplace out there, but Midwest stamped its branding and its authority down 2 years ago, and yeah, it gives me the potential and the power to go forward. The aspects of the service and finished products that I've most been impressed with from Creative Avenue is the way that I can go to them with an idea I have, and 2 days later when they come to discuss that idea, it's nothing like I've set out. They've broken that idea down, they've looked at it from many, many angles, they've thought about my business, my customers, my achievement I want to make overall, and they deliver something far better than I could ever imagine. I still have a great say at that point as to whether I wish to go forward or not, but I would have to say 9 out of 10 times what they deliver to me is far better than what I briefed them to begin with. I've got to a point now where I would not want to be taking my business forward without the services Creative Avenue offer me. I trust them, they know my business inside out. I never feel that they ever want to do anything that doesn't have my business's interest primarily as their interest. I continue to use Creative Avenue and will continue to use them because I feel that they are one of the key internal areas of Midwest Ribbons. Midwest Ribbons' development and progression in the marketplace in the last 5 years has a lot to be contributed to the input from Creative Avenue. They're very strong, and I feel as long as I support them that we'll be going in the right direction.